Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about the rise of remote work and how can increased competition make hiring more challenging.
It's funny how every development people rave about it, but they look at the benefits, but they don't see the costs. It's like when people thought but now we have LinkedIn. Hiring is going to be easy now. We can just message the people on LinkedIn. People were actually predicting that LinkedIn would kill recruitment companies, but in 2022, do you know what the most in-demand job in the United States was? Recruiters. So if anything, the opposite has happened. Hiring's got harder, and with remote work, there's a lot of benefits there from a talent acquisition perspective. Now, instead of having to look for people in your city, you can the entire world is your oyster. How great is that? Well, the problem with that is now the entire world is everyone else's oyster too. So now you're not just competing against the people in your city, you're competing against the entire planet. And that's a much more uncontrollable variable. I think it's, back in the day of local industry, people used to know all the main competitors in their city. It was a landscape they could have some control over. Now, imagine the impact of people heading up your engineering team from all over the world, constantly coming up in everyone's searches. So it's much harder to not only hire people with that competition, but also retain them. And I think that's something that people often don't think about, because in a local environment, you can win by being the best or the top two or three in your city. Now winning means being the best in the world, and I think that absolutely applies to offering an employment environment as well.